know these nations don't like me. Everything they do is out of spite, yeah. Cause they know that Bible talking about me. But we strong through the power of his might, yeah. Yeah, I know these nations don't like me. Everything they do is out of spite, yeah. Cause they know that Bible talking about me. But we strong through the power of his might, yeah. The Most High, I know he got me. Read the OT, you wanna know about me. They do, but don't doubt me. The good news, you can't stop it. Now that we waking up, studying the Bible, we cooking up. Everything looking up, 20 deep, we be pulling up. Teaching our people the truth. That's who we are. Showing scriptures for proof that what we do. They used to call us.
Hey, so let's get in. Let's tap that topic that we touched on a little bit last week, going into sex trafficking.
Oh yeah,
because we just touched
Big
the.
topic.
You said it, Captain Gay. You said that's the tip of the iceberg, man. It's so much more behind that. And lo and behold, during the week from last week's show, the Lord revealed, yeah, you're right, Kev. It is just the tip of the iceberg, and I'm gonna show you a little bit more of what's going on. And remember, we showed the hot spots were where? Ohio, Florida, Texas, and California.
Yep.
So let's show you what happened during the week right down here in Florida. Pull up that article. Oh, well, let's go to the video first because I want to open up with that video. Pull that video. Pull the video of what's the brother's name? Orlando Jones, right?
Orlando Jones. That's right.
We found out that he wrote that scene.
Yeah, he wrote that scene.
He actually wrote this scene.
Right on.
It's a heavy scene.
It's a heavy scene. Make sure you pay attention. Play that thing.
Make sure the volume up.
That I can
Run it back for us.
pressure was no freedom ain't for the. I am not a god in the sense that I can tolerate exploitation, oppression, and repression. My worship is no freedom ain't free. They know the most potent weapon of control for the oppressor is the mind of the oppressed. They know slavery is not a condition.
Just let it play.
Slavery is a cult. Human trafficking is a cult. Slavery got to rebrand like motherfucking the alt-right. And snatch. Another one gone. Every 30 seconds, another chocolate brown, caramel yellow, high yellow, red bone refugee girl with melanin in her skin gets snatched. Every 30 seconds. And to make matters worse, these dazzling new plantation owners built a pipeline
Plantation owners.
to take our children from school to prison quicker than a cut can bleed. And the lucky ones go from school to the NFL, where they don't even let them niggas take a knee. They've been programmed from birth with shitty food options, contaminated drinking water, gun violence, police brutality, and trauma after trauma after trauma. PTSD, no therapy. Missing, no Amber Alert. Alone. Vulnerable. Snatched. Another one gone.
Heavy, man.
I hear you, brother. And I hear them.
All right, we can cut it. We can cut it.
I hear each voice.
Hey, man, that scene is so heavy, man. Do we get the picture about what he said about that scene right there?
Yeah, the comment.
Orlando Jones. Captain Severus just mentioned that he used to be on Mad TV
Mad
way
TV. He was a
back in the
comedian
day.
at first. Then you probably recognize him at Drumline.
Drumline is where he probably got most
that's
famous
where he got
at.
it. Yep.
Right. Do we have that picture of him about what he said when he wrote the scene?
Yeah.
Pull it up for us. Yeah, so read that for us, officer.
When I wrote this scene, I thought they'd never air it, but here it is.
As heavy. You know how
He
talented
wrote it.
he is
Right.
to write that scene? That's why I said last week, I said, he wasn't acting. You remember what I told you that, Officer Tobias? He wasn't acting.
He felt that.
He wrote that scene, the nuances, the way he moved, every single line in there, they gave him the opportunity to showcase his talent, and he showed that thing of what's going on in our community every 30 seconds is the ratio of how many of how fast we are
sisters are
getting
getting
snatched off the street.
Yeah. And the thing is, like you said, every single syllable he said with passion and like he lived that thing.
Yeah. Right.
It wasn't just like, oh, let me memorize some words and let me just say it.
Hey, and the what I was thinking of, I couldn't think of last week because I said an Oscar, what he should get is one of them Emmy
Emmys.
awards.
That's what I said.
Emmy awards, yeah.
I told you Emmys. There's Emmys for shows.
TV shows,
TV
right.
shows,
That
so,
brother need an
yeah,
Emmy for that.
he
'cause
need
that's
a bunch
heavy.
of 'em.
And that's not one of, on that show. I've never watched it myself, but on that show, that's only one of the heavy scenes because he got that slave one.
Slave ship.
Slave
I wonder if he wrote that.
On the show,
probably
he's
did.
one of the gods. It's called American Gods.
Right.
And he's one of the gods for blacks, actually, for the
Oh,
slaves. Yeah, it's crazy.
okay,
It's
okay.
crazy. So they all, you see how deep the mind of Esau is. You got all these American gods where they're fighting for prayers
Of the
to
people.
be worshipped by the people.
Dang.
And this one individual, which is Jake, he's special in some way. Shadow
Talking
Moon.
about Orlando Jones.
Not him, but
Okay.
a person that they fighting for.
Oh, okay.
To get, so it's crazy. It's crazy, man.
I'm about to watch it.
Lot of
Check it
bones
out.
in
Gotta
there.
watch. It's on Stars.
Right, right.
But that's heavy,
That's a
man.
heavy scene.
Is that stuff is real. And pull up the next article to show you how real this sex trafficking stuff is.
Yeah.
Pull that article.
And I like what he said too. He was talking about, the Amber Alerts.
Yeah.
There was no, say one of our children missing.
No
they
Amber
have
Alert.
Amber Alerts out there.
And now that you mention that,
You get
man,
it.
honestly, I'm thinking about in my lifetime, I don't know if I've ever seen a Tanisha Jones missing
On the Amber Alert.
On the Amber Alert.
Nope.
Nope.
Think about it, I mean, because on my phone, I get Amber Alerts on
Yes.
my phone.
That loud beeping you get on
Right.
your phone.
Yeah,
If-
built,
if-
built into your phone.
Right.
If our sister's getting snatched every 30 seconds, think about that. We should be getting Amber Alerts every 30 seconds.
30
All the time.
seconds.
It should be ringing off the button. My phone should be dead from Amber Alerts.
Yeah.
But ain't no alerts for Jake.
Pull up that article and read that for us, officer.
Scroll down some.
No,
up,
the
I mean
other way.
up.
Titles,
There we
y'all.
go.
Come on.
Traffickers sold 13-year-old girl for sex hundreds of times, cop says.
Hey, and that says December 3rd, 2019.
Wow.
That's just a few days ago
2
this
days
article
ago.
dropped. Traffickers sold a 13-year-old girl for sex for hundreds of times. And look at the picture of the culprit. Scroll down.
Wow.
Look at the picture. Look at that. How old you think he is?
13.
That dude ain't no older than 15, maybe 16 years old, and he was one of the sex traffickers of a 13-year-old girl.
Damn.
13.
So now they using young people as well.
It's easy
Not
money.
only women, they using kids now to
It's
learn.
easy money.
Wow.
That's what it is. It's easy
Go back to the
money.
article, man. Let's read it. Let's read the article.
Scroll down. Zoom in.
Read that for us, Captain Gad. Let Captain Gad read it. Go ahead.
A teenage girl who ran away from her Turmeric home fell into the hands of sex traffickers who prostituted her to hundreds of men
Peep this.
Right.
Go ahead.
in just a matter of weeks.
A matter of weeks. And look at this. I want you to pay attention. It don't say 100 man. It says hundreds of men in a matter of weeks.
Right.
13 years old.
Unbelievable.
Hundreds. Most grown ass women ain't been with hundreds of men.
7 days. Oh, 14 days. Matter of weeks. Okay, 14 days.
13 years old. Hundreds of men. Whether that might be with the lower body part or the upper body part. It's hundreds of times in a matter of weeks at 13, y'all.
And you know what else that mean, Cap? That mean it's a lot of pedophiles out there walking
Boom,
around.
there you go.
They look
Get it right on
normal to everybody, but they some doggone pedophiles.
Because it don't say that they were going, a couple 13-year-olds having sex with the girl. It says that this little boy sold them to men.
Man. Grown man.
Come on, man.
Men
A grown
that
man
can pay for it.
A grown man
Yeah,
know what a
yeah.
13-year-old look like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We men, we know. Okay, that little girl.
That's a baby.
Right. Come on.
Is a baby, right. She ain't of age.
Right.
Fully developed. It's a lot of men out there, man, that are pedophiles and they walking around. They look normal to you, but their minds is jacked up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure is.
Yep.
Exactly right, man.
Because when I was in high school, I'm just thinking about it as I got grown. When I'm in high school, as soon as the bell rang, there's a strip in front of the high school. All you see is the big wheels and the big cars
The dunk riders.
picking
The dunk
up
riders.
high school girls.
Yep.
yeah.
There was grown men waiting on 15-year-olds, 13-year-olds,
Yep.
16-year-olds to get out of school. Then they put them in a car and God knows what. I'm just thinking about it as an adult.
Right.
All of those men that was lining up was the same pedophiles that we talking about today.
Yep, exactly right. Go back to the article. Let's read that real quick. Let's read through it because it got some more details in it. 13 years old, y'all.
10 years old.
Read the second, the 13-year-old.
The 13-year-old child made so much money for them, they nicknamed her Bread Maker.
Wow. Hey, real talk. I pray that the Spirit of the Lord descends upon this little girl and she finds her way into the truth. Because any 13-year-old girl that gets the name Bread Maker from adults, her life is destined for prostitution and stripping and baby daddies.
That's it.
And possibly drugs and death.
death,
That's
right.
it.
That's it.
Because
That's
she
it.
don't need drugs to cope with all these hundreds of men.
All,
Yeah.
Not all them demons on her.
Demons, yeah.
All them spirits.
Yep.
Yep. Exactly. right.
Go back to it.
Now her alleged traffickers face life in prison. The girl told investigators she ran away from her quiet suburban home
watch this.
because she was bored.
Look at this. Look at this. This is what kids is out here.
That's it.
And you know why? You know why? She would even think in her mind, oh, you know, I'm bored. You know why? It's because she's sitting at home watching Nicki Minaj,
Idol.
Cardi B.
Yep.
She's idle,
Megan
and
Thee
all she's
Stallion.
doing is pumping those worldly videos and looking at what's that one white girl name that thinks she black? The whole family got black men.
Kardashian.
Kardashian. One of them, I can't think of the youngest
up with the
one. One of them's the
Kardashians.
youngest one. You got
Kaylee or Jaylee or Janie.
Jenner.
Kylie Jenner.
Jenner.
Looking at home because she's one of the youngest, so she's talking. She gets banged out by Tyga. Then she go to some other dude, Travis Scott. Then she back to Tyga. She's sitting there at home watching her life, watching Atlanta Housewives, watching Basketball Wives, watching Love and Hip Hop, watching these music videos, and that ain't her normal life living where she lives at. And you know what? This ain't enough for me. I'm bored.
Right.
Let me go out and try to live the life that I see on TV.
Right.
And you know,
13.
it says suburban.
Suburban.
So that's what I mean, right. So she had it good.
Listen,
Yeah.
She
no
had it
pissy
good.
hallways,
Two-story house.
No, yeah, right. Probably a 2-story house. Grass in the front yard, not
Backyard.
concrete. You got healthy dogs. You don't got the rundown dogs.
You got food in the refrigerator. You got allowance every week.
But you bored. Hey, this is a message to these young girls as well. Listen,
Yeah,
you
young
bored and you don't appreciate what you have.
Right.
This was waiting on you.
Hey, sin light at the door, man.
Satan
You want to
waiting
go,
on you.
you going to find what you're looking for,
Waiting
and
on
they
you
going
to
to
be
shop
born.
you around the hundreds of
Yeah,
grown men.
And check this, though. This is the thing about it. This is how wicked the world has become.
Break it out.
That girl is 13 years old. She reached out to another boy around her age, said, I'm bored.
I'm bored.
And guess what the boy had in his mouth? You know what?
We can
I
make
know the
some
perfect
money.
thing
I
for
got
you, then.
Yeah.
I know exactly what
You
I'm
know what I
about to
mean?
do to you.
You know what I mean, Cap? He was smashing her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We said, you know
Might have
what?
took her virginity.
You know what?
Probably.
We going to
Locked
make some
in.
money out
Yeah.
of this.
Yeah.
Because he convinced her to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
She ran away. She went right into the arms of Satan.
You bored? Oh, I got the perfect thing that'll occupy your time. In a few weeks, I'm going to have you ran through by
Hundreds of men.
of men.
I'm going to nickname you the bread maker within a few weeks. That's your nickname now.
Because
Damn!
What
you
kind
know
of
she
spirit
get-
that 13-year-old girl got on her, man?
right, you know she getting some of that money because she going back. She want to do it.
Yeah.
Right, because he's saying, man, we nickname her the bread maker, so
Bread
she's
maker. She
proud
know.
of
She
what
proud
she's
of it.
doing.
Yeah, yeah.
Because she getting a little bread too or whatever. But for all you boys out there that's bored, you better do some damn push-ups or something.
Right, man.
You know.
In wickedness, the boy in wickedness too, man. Just
he's-
just look where we have how far we have fallen as a society. Where his thought is like he knows about pimping out women.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Go ahead.
I didn't know sex trafficking. Remember, we talked on Wednesday about it.
Yeah.
Sex trafficking, the term sex trafficking is just an upgraded
Right.
word for pimping.
That's
Right.
it.
Yep.
That's the upgraded term. So now you got sex trafficking. Now it's what, federal violation now?
Yeah.
So
That's,
now-
yeah, you're right. We was talking about that, how it used to just be known as pimping because women would volunteer themselves
Right.
to be up under a man's pimping tutelage, I
There
guess
you
you
go.
would say. I don't know what it is. Pimping. But they would be up under that. Now, but like we said, evil always evolves.
Right.
Evil does
It
not
gets worse.
stay
Right.
stagnant.
Right.
It has to evolve. And that's what happened where it went from just back in the day, it was pimping where a woman offered herself. Now it evolved into more evil to where, you know what? We ain't waiting for you to come to us. We'll come
going to you.
snatch your ass and force you into it. Evil has to evolve. That's why you can't dabble in evil where you think, oh, I'm just gonna smoke
Touch
this
a little
joint.
bit, right.
Nah, smoking that joint gonna turn into crack.
Right. It's going to be
Right,
laced.
It's gonna be
New
laced with
seeds.
something.
And then you go upgrade from that.
You gonna go some heroin.
Right.
So what is that? I'ma just try. I'ma just
Molly or something.
I'ma just try some. I'm gonna be bisexual, right? Oh no, that's gonna turn into full blown lesbianism.
Yep.
Oh, that's gonna turn into full blown sodomites. Evil has to evolve. It can't stay stagnant where it is. And while it evolves, guess what it's doing? It's gonna destroy you even more in the process. Even more. Go back to the. Go ahead. You got a script?
Yeah,
Bring it
yeah,
out?
yeah.
Go back to the article real quick.
Let's get through it.
I
got you.
Go ahead. Bijou.
Bijou offered to help.
Bijou. It's I don't want to say what kind of tribe it's in. Oh, go back to the girl told investigators.
Sound like Levi.
It sound like Levi. I ain't gonna
The brother
say.
looked Levi too.
You got the
That's
Levi
bad.
dark.
The girl told investigators she ran away from her quiet suburban home because she was bored. According to federal court documents, she left on the evening of May 19th. Shortly afterwards, she met a 19-year-old woman named Raquel Bijou at a party.
Wow.
Court documents state.
So the 13-year-old girl went from a 13-year-old girl to a 19-year-old girl down to that little boy that we saw in the video. Our people are wise to do evil, man. Every one of them, that 19-year-old, look how evil that 19-year-old girl is. She said, man, you better take your little young self on
Right.
back home.
Right.
Take yourself on back home and watch some Disney Channel, because you don't know what it's like out here in these streets. The 19-year-old said, oh, I'm going to pimp you out. And then
wanna
the
make
next
some
stupid
money?
had us. He said, I got more niggas for her.
Right. Hundreds.
Hundreds of them. Go back to the article, man. Go back to the article, man. This is crazy. Bread maker.
Bijou offered to help the runaway girl make money. Oh, wait a minute. Did we? Yep. And when the girl took her up on the offer, so she accepted it.
There you go.
Bijou explained the business, telling her she needed to prostitute herself, the court records say.
Go ahead.
And it was Bijou who began to arrange the buying and the selling, police said. Bijou arranged for the runaway to meet men, some as old as 50! And to text Bijou with the time and the dollar amount of each sex act.
I just put this in your head, man. I want y'all to understand this, y'all. This is a 13-year-old bodied girl.
Right.
Her body's not
not
fit.
developed.
Her body's not 25, not 30 years old. This is a 13-year-old girl with 50-year-old man laying on her, y'all.
And she's there by herself.
It's just like her body is not made to deal with men.
No. She probably just got her menstrual.
Yeah, 13 years old, man. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Hey, can I get a script?
Hold it,
Let me
man.
get Matthew 24.
This is crazy.
Let me get Matthew 24 and 12.
50 years old. Imagine that, y'all. 50 years old. Can you imagine for you brothers and sisters that got daughters out there?
That's a
Imagine
damn
a
shame,
50-year-old grandpa laying between your daughter's legs.
Oh, man. Oh, damn.
I gotta get. Hey, this is where the truth speaks, man.
Yeah, you got to get real. You got to get
It's
real.
real out here.
You got to get real. As old as 50, Cap.
Y'all letting y'all kids be all, willy-nilly. Oh yeah, you can go to the party.
Right,
Go
right.
to the party. She's gonna be
Supervision,
pimped
no
out
nothing. Yep.
by a 19-year-old.
Hey, and you know what's crazy, officer? When we try to speak to young
Yeah.
people about this,
Bring it up.
they act like they just don't understand nothing.
Them
Like you trying to take
them
the
little
fun
niggards
away.
and little niggas is wise to do evil. we was their age.
Yeah.
We knew all kind of ways to conjecture evil, and and they are worse than us.
Right.
The Bible says so. They know how to do some evil from an early age.
Read that. Read verse 3.
Matthew chapter 24 and verse 3.
Bring it out.
And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming?
Tell us, Christ, when you coming back? Give us some signs to let us know that you on your way. Read.
And of the end of the world.
And at the end of this world. Now jump to verse 10. Jump to verse 12.
Verse 12. And because.
Here is one of the signs. Read.
And because iniquity shall abound.
Go ahead.
The love of many shall wax cold.
Because iniquity shall abound. That means just grow, get worse and worse and worse. The love of many shall wax cold to the point where instead of telling a 13-year-old to take her little, don't even know how to wipe your behind home.
Go home, play with some Barbies.
Your first thought is, let me teach you the business.
Right.
That's the first thought.
So if a 19-year-old is teaching a 13-year-old the business, what does that say about the 19-year-old?
There you go.
She's in it already.
Yeah, she already know the ins and outs.
She know how to sell her body to
she
get
turned her
money.
out. She turned her out. She turned it. And that's only one, y'all. Think about that. That's only one.
Yeah.
It's 60,000 of our sisters are missing.
Yeah.
And the majority of them thought like that. But a lot of them ran away from home when they didn't want to be home. They want to experience life, and they got caught up with that.
There you go.
And now they stuck.
Hell, 30-year-olds don't want no 50-year-old man.
Right.
They know that.
You know what I'm saying? 30-year-old women like, he too old. But this 13-year-old baby.
Hey, go to Sirach chapter 42, verse 9. And
Man.
I don't know the little girl's parents. They might have been doing the best they could with her, and this little girl is just, straight up. She's caught up in it, man.
She was bored, Cap. You heard what she said? She was bored.
Cap, for her to say she bored, that means she was well off.
Right.
She was well off. To say I'm bored in the Suburbans.
Come on now.
You well off.
You well off. Now you got enticed by the world. Next thing you know, you using social media. You in communication with
glad you said
Satan,
that.
and get right away.
Right after we pull a scripture, I'm going to show you some stuff about social media, all right? Read that. Sirach 42 and 9, man. This is what God says this.
Sirach chapter 42 and verse 9.
Bring it
out.
The father waketh for the daughter when no man knoweth.
Why does he wake when no man knoweth? Because you got some 13-year-olds out here that I'm bored. Their ass will sneak out the house in the middle of the night. They'll sneak out the house in the middle of the night to go be with some teenagers that are in that life that have already had their cherry popped.
God forbid. God forbid.
And
It's going to be some furniture moving. I promise, oh God. I swear, oh God. There's going to be some furniture moving. All the doors coming off the hinges.
Hey, man, your name might be Gab. I'm telling you, Judah, man. Only Judah know how to say, I swear for God.
I swear, for God.
I seen a video. Listen, I seen a video on Facebook where this daughter snuck in the dude in the house.
Wow. The parents were there?
While the parents in the room sleeping. The father came out, busting out in the robe.
That's why I got to
Say,
get
"Who
dogs.
this is?"
That's why I got to have some dogs.
Yeah, dogs.
Telling you, man.
Get you some dogs in the house. They'll
baseball bats.
Right, some big rope. Wake you up.
I'm surprised that dude lived. He ran out the house. He said, "Stay right there." He went back in the room. I guess he went to go get his gun.
He's going get his
Oh man, he dashed. Boom.
Stand your ground. I'm standing my ground.
I'm in the process of getting cameras inside my
That's right. There you go.
That's right.
All praises to the Most High. Do it. All praises to the Most High.
Right?
Hey, but you know what's crazy, Cap? Another thing what I see about this is, as a people, we are too trusting. We trust anybody. Bring it out. And that's another problem. We see people in the video you're going to pull about the sister talking about trust. We see anybody talking to us, we so quick to entertain them.
Right.
Next thing you know, you're behind in a trunk somewhere driving down 95.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Hey, finish out the script. Keep reading.
And the care for her taketh away sleep when she is young.
When she's 13, go ahead.
Lest she pass away, the flower of her age.
Unless her cherry gets popped. Ow! I just gotta be real with y'all. That's what
Gotta
God's
be real,
saying.
Cap.
Because people be like, hey, what kind of Bible is that? KJV? I don't understand the KJV. That's why I read the NIV, the Amplified, and all of that, because that's too hard to read in old English. Well, we're going to make it easy to understand.
That's right.
Unless you get a cherry popped.
Right.
The daddy waking up in the middle of the night to make sure ain't no Negro sneaking through the window, and she ain't sneaking out the front door, or she ain't letting somebody in through the patio door.
Bring it out.
Bring it out. Hey, got a 20-foot ladder. You know, Negroes to get a 20-foot ladder.
You remember that
She let her hair grow long so she could be a fake ass Rapunzel. Come on up, my weave. I got 80-inch weave. Go ahead.
You remember that commercial? It's on the TV now. The dad gets a notification that his Wi-Fi being hacked.
Yeah, the commercial.
And he goes to the daughter room, and it's the little boyfriend creeping through the window. And the only way he knew he was there, because at some point she gave him the Wi-Fi password. And he looking at her name. Who is this? And this little boy coming through the window.
Hey, he said he looked at it.
Evil.
He said, "You must be John." Yeah. I'd have threw his ass right back out the window.
Hey. So verse 10 on down.
Verse 10. In her virginity, lest she should be defiled and gotten with child in her father's house.
Now that's what happens to a lot of our teenage kids. They get defiled in their father's house. You in your parents' house having sex. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19-year-old girls having sex in their parents' house, or in the van, or in the backseat of a car. You defile, God says. Damn. Hell, you defiled having sex if you ain't married. God
there you go.
There you go.
Defile.
Regardless where you at.
Right.
Damn.
And also, remember, these fathers also include, you know, we see these young girls walking up and down, and we know that so-and-so daughter, we were also responsible. You know,
you can't turn a blind eye.
You can't turn a blind eye. Get your butt back in your father's house.
They'd have thought, hey, I'm going to tell you something. They'd have thought they'd have thought you was being kidnapped by me.
Right.
Because I'd have grabbed you and threw you in that trunk and took you back to your house.
Come on.
Read on read verse 11.
Verse 11. Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter.
And this is what those parents didn't do. And I don't, you know, it's just speculation, but the Bible don't lie.
Right.
If that girl's 13 years old and she was obliged to being offered as a prostitute by a 19-year-old, she showed signs to her parents as a 13-year-old that she was a shameless daughter.
Right. Oh, yeah,
she didn't hide that stuff. A father knows, and a mother knows that when they got a daughter that is out there
from a youth, you
that
know.
she's gonna be a little too friendly. She gonna be hot. She gonna be what they say. She gonna be hot in the ass. Yeah. You gotta watch her, baby. They tell her you gotta watch her, baby, because she's gonna be hot in the ass. I seen it in her eyes already. I done seen her staring at little boys one too many times.
Bring it out.
I done saw her cell phone, little boys texting her at school.
Hey, but Cap, you know how you fix that? Tear that ass up.
Good at it. That's how you fix it. That's what God say.
That's what God say.
Monitor the social media. Shut that thing down.
And you know, and this is what I'm saying. I'm real biased when it comes to that. I don't believe that a 13-year-old girl should be on social media with the way social media opens up a whole new world to people that you never knew existed. Just think about this. As far as us being adults, we've learned more on social media than we did in all our years of school. It's a lot of stuff that we have seen scrolling like and seen a video like, oh damn, I didn't even know that. Oh, I didn't know this about that. Oh, I never heard of this before. We got more knowledge through social media. So a 13-year-old, 14-year-old, 15, the world is evil as it is, like God says. They shouldn't be exposed to that stuff. You should be sheltering your kids. You know how that used to be like a disgrace when you was growing up, like, oh, you don't know about that? Oh, they must have been sheltered when they was a kid. You know what that means? That means I was fast as hell, and I grew up getting banged down early. And I knew about the world way before you did, and you got to catch up to the game. You got to catch up to this wickedness that I already know about, because you were sheltered. Your parents did a good job of keeping you away from all this sin.
And you know what, Cap? In today's world, those that are sheltered are the ones that's being bullied.
Yeah.
Those
Peer
ones
pressure.
that's sheltered are the ones that's being pushed the most to do the wickedness.
Right.
Bring it out.
And a lot of times they crack because the wickedness sounds so good. It's like they're missing something when they really not.
And that could have been the case with this 13-year-old girl that she cracked because all her friends. Now, newsflash: if you are righteous or if you got a fairly decent behaving child and they go to a public school, they are exposed to them wicked Negroes.
Oh, bring it out. Bring it
all day long.
How
they
can you
exposed
keep
to
a
'em.
watchful eye over your daughter when she's at a public school?
And that's where the peer pressure comes in.
Right.
That's exactly
to where
where it
they
comes
might
in.
not be like that,
Right.
but they see so much wickedness around them, they end up giving into it to some degree.
Right.
You know
And they get caught up
that
in
is,
it.
Cap.
If they're not-
Now, once they go outside of your home into a public school, now you are not their only influence. Now,
Yeah. Bring it
now
out.
they have many other influences,
that.
whether it be drugs, sex, whether it be disrespect,
Yeah.
whether it be the way you talk.
Yeah.
You know, and they bring that stuff home.
Yeah.
And you be
Way
like,
they
where
dress.
the heck you learned this from?
Yeah.
They learned it from school.
I got
Learned it from other wicked
I
Negroes.
got a quick little story.
Go ahead. Hey, hold on. Time out. Play the violin music for him.
Y'all
You
gotta have
already
that
know.
on
When
deck.
we got
y'all.
stories, the violin comes on.
Y'all gotta have that on deck, y'all. There we go. Turn it down a
All
little
right,
bit.
so I put my kids in summer school to learn the school.
Bring it out.
Got new middle school.
Preach.
My daughters there, they wear hair wraps and skirts and whatever.
All praises.
They were approached. My daughter was approached by a shameless daughter, and she said to my daughter that she sucks.
Oh!
You know what?
Oh, Lord.
Ah!
Lord.
And
Jesus! Oh, Jesus! Oh!
and she took pride in how good she did it.
Wow.
And she was trying to expose my daughter to that world because she knew that she looked different. She knew she was quiet.
She hated
That's
knew she
Satan,
was,
man. That's Satan.
She hated the righteousness she saw in her.
She saw
Yeah.
all of that. And she approached her while she was in the bathroom. Hey, is that your brother?
Wow.
Oh, but I do this, that, and the other. Pretty much you should try it.
That's crazy.
Ow!
That's what happened to that
Exactly
19
right.
and that 13-year-old girl right there. That 13.
Woo!
Read verse 10 again. Verse 11.
Get a congregation ass whooping. Go ahead.
Sirach chapter 42 verse 11. Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter, lest she make thee a laughing stock to thine enemies.
So that man, that father of that daughter, he's if the word gets out that that was Jesse's daughter, that was Jesse's daughter that was out there with the
Jesse.
hundreds of men in a few weeks, and guess what? She took one my age too, man. So you know what you got down there.
You know what I mean?
You know what it's like down there, boy. I'm telling you.
Right.
Age ain't nothing but a number.
Yep.
R. Kelly.
And you know what, Cap? Once one do it, once one smashes them, now they become like what they call like cattle. Now they're being passed around from dude to dude to dude, and the excuse is, well, you let him hit, you might as well let me.
Yeah.
You let him. Okay, how much you want now? I'll pay you for it now.
I heard your name was Bread Maker.
Yeah, I done heard.
I heard they used to call you Bread Maker.
Cap, you know what they say?
Justin, you remember that movie, right? Like Bernie Mac said, they used to call your mama Jawbone. If you don't know what movie I'm talking about, don't go watch
Right,
it.
it repent.
It repent.
Don't watch that.
Yeah, that was in your former life. You put old things behind you now.
Put it back.
But they used to call you Bread Maker. Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead, man.
Hey, but look at this. You talked about social media and the internet, man. How these kids
That's where the truth speaks.
are prone to it. They have access to it. Pull up those pictures. Now, after I saw this article, I Googled sex trafficking in Tamarack. Because that's in Florida. Look what popped up.
That's right down the street.
Pictures. Look at that.
Booty calls and
Read the website.
at www.casualclick.com Florida/Tamarack.
That's where the 13-year-old girl lived at. Booty calls in Tamarack. Let's talk more body language.
No, that
This on the internet, y'all.
yeah.
It's real.
It's a click away.
It's a click
You said
away.
it right
Yep.
there.
Send line at the door,
There you
right
go.
there, waiting on you. Just click. Click. Gotcha.
Go back to it.
Booty calls in Tamarack. Let's talk more body language. Find singles near Tamarack who prefer booty calls. Join the club.
AKA sex traffickers. Here we go.
Here we go.
Man.
All you pedophiles, this is it right here. AKA
Come on now, dog.
Casual click.
Damn.
Go to the next picture. It's real out here, Cap.
It used to be what was it?
Black Planet.
Backpage.
Black Planet. You
Backpage,
Backpage,
MySpace.
Remember we used to have the little chat rooms. You call a number.
Plenty of
and
fish.
There's
Water
500
hotline.
people in the little chat room.
Oh,
They
the
Check
talk-
the dial up
I
when you
remember
hit the
that.
little.
Yeah.
I remember that.
You got me.
Come on. Pull up the
Let's
next
go.
one. Pull up the next one.
Look at that.
Personal.
Go ahead, man. Come on.
Personal
Stay in the spirit.
Tamarack.
Stay in the
So
spirit.
Canto, Dayton, and Tamarack.
What?
In the category personnel's Tamarack, you can find 337 personal ads. E.g., don't know what that means. Long-term relationships. I'm in search for a new sex slave or slaves. 21 years old. Female selling feet pictures.
What in the hell?
Come on now, dog.
What? Selling feet pictures.
They sex trafficking feet out here, y'all.
What are you doing?
Damn.
No wonder black women get snatched and then they chopping off feet and selling them on the internet for these weirdos out here.
What they call that? Someone who foot fetish?
Yeah,
Foot fetish.
Foot
Yeah,
fetish.
man.
Damn.
Fetishes.
Go to the next one. Go to the next one. Now look at this.
You want me to read it?
Is that the last picture of those? Out of those? Or did we have one more? I thought we had 3 of them. But okay, we'll go to that one. Let's go to this. Now look at this. Look how
Oh, that's crazy.
it's so serious, but our people take everything for a joke, man.
Yep.
Yep.
Read that for us.
Destiny Warren Court Bort. We might gotta go get a van, bro.
We gotta get it. They joking about sex trafficking, about 65,000 women being kidnapped and no telling where they are right now. Our women out here joking about it. Deja Yvonne. And she Destiny Warren Court Bort. We gotta go get a van, bro.
Go
so
back.
we can snatch up some of these women.
50K per what?
Go back.
Read that. Go back to it.
This is a post by Rico Santana. Dang, them human traffickers got 50,000.
They get.
50,000 per person.
Yeah.
Ain't that now we see why so many women being snatched.
Right.
The price tag, I don't know how he know that number,
There you go. There you
but
go.
the price tag on women is 50,000 per
50,000 a head.
sister.
Yep.
That's when they sell you off for 50,000 and then they'll misuse you for another $1 million because they'll traffic you to 100
Oh, right.
men in just a few weeks.
No telling where you going. No telling where
Remember,
you going.
Cap, the brother. What is it? One of the brother found his lost son or lost daughter.
It was an article
dead in
about
Cali or
they
something
found a little boy, a baby, found him in China, dead.
Yeah,
Body
He was
where
missing.
was they
He was
from?
missing in America.
Right.
Found
Found
dead
him
in China.
See,
Trafficking them
is
all the way
bigger
to
than what we
China.
think.
It's bigger.
It's bigger. So many hands involved. I'm talking about mega powers.
Yeah,
all
man.
involved.
Government. Talking about
Yeah.
high
Sex
government
traffic.
positions, man.
Go back to that, man. Give me Jeremiah 4:22 real quick. Give me Jeremiah 4:22. This is why God says this about us, though, man. Sex trafficking and kidnapping amongst our women ain't no joke. Where you go down Facebook and promote. Hey, we might need to get in this business. Look at this.
Yeah.
Jeremiah 4 and verse 22.
Jeremiah chapter 4 verse 22.
Bring it out.
For my people is foolish.
Foolish. We are stupid. And he gonna get more detail. Read on.
They have not known me. They are sottish children.
Sottish means stupid. God says we are foolish and a stupid people because the only thing that makes us wise is what? The commandments of God.
Right.
That's why he said keep them. You'll know what's right from wrong. You won't follow after the other natures because the first human traffickers was who? The white man.
Right. Yeah.
And when it comes to us here in America, it was the white man. Before that, though, it was the Arabs. It was the Arab man that was trafficking us all over.
Right.
So these other nations know about human trafficking, but if you don't keep the commandments of God, you'll follow right after them and think it's okay and make jokes about your people going through this suffering like that.
Yeah, you know how
that's why
sad
God
that
said
is,
we
man.
stupid.
That's sad, man.
Yeah, they marketing.
Your sisters are being kidnapped, murdered, raped, molested, chopped up, killed. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of, you got to think about it. And I thought about this. A lot of our sisters die begging for their lives.
Yeah.
You know what that means, to beg for your life and die?
Yeah.
A lot of them, their last words is, please don't bow. Gone. And you making a joke out of this thing? Man, hey, them brothers, they better repent, man.
Hey,
because the Lord hear that thing.
They hear it. And law enforcement. That's why the white man was created. So he could see wickedness like that. And next thing you know, I wouldn't be surprised. We'll be hearing in the news where this brother or sister getting picked up.
Oh, you know what? Now they probably gonna make up some laws just for what they call like speech, like hate speech, or sex trafficking speech.
Because that's a marketing tool right there. Right there, that person could get a call. Hey, so I heard it was $50K. I know the right place to hit up.
Yeah, that's marketing. Yeah,
come on now.
Hey, and I'm gonna show you. Go ahead, officer. Go ahead.
But the thing is, like, even with Esau, they make it illegal, damn near illegal for us to talk about this stuff. The reason why we got banned is because we talking about what's going on with our children, and they don't even want us to talk about it.
Check the group in the FCN lineup show. You're right. They're trying to censor us bringing awareness to this kind of stuff, the ills that our people go through, so they can receive some healing. That's why we had to change it and get a new Facebook channel, because they threatening to shut down our main channel. Hey, and this is how you know it's not a joke and our people are stupid, man. Pull up that video and listen to the screams of a sister getting kidnapped. Pull it up. It was caught on film. Pull the video up for the people, man.
Hi, Jeff and Susie. Yeah, the LAPD, they've been out here for hours. They are going door to door, knocking on everyone's doors out here, asking to see if they have Ring doorbell video. Lots of Ring doorbell cameras on this street. So they've been out here for hours just looking for more. A woman was heard screaming for help on a Ring doorbell in Leimert Park Tuesday night. You can see the owners of the doorbell went outside to check out what was going on and then watched as a white hatchback appeared to drive off with the screaming woman.
Wow!
A neighbor who asked to remain anonymous heard the commotion.
It was a little scary. It was kind of like if he was like attacking her and she was trying to like get out of his car, but he wouldn't let her.
LAPD officers were seen going door to door on 3rd Avenue near Obama Boulevard.
Hey,
checking
press
for
pause
more
real quick. Remember now,
it's real out here, y'all.
Remember now, Cap, one of the major places that you showed up on that map was California.
Yep.
And they hearing screams. They don't know where the screams coming from. This sister is gone in the wind. Nobody will never find her.
And look at that. They out there knocking door to door. Did y'all see? Did y'all get the license plate?
Nope.
And I guarantee she still ain't been found.
Nah. She ain't been found.
Pull up
All
the
they
next
heard
video up
was
here, y'all.
the screams.
That's it.
You hear how horrifying that was?
That's like I'm about to die scream.
The last screams from one of the sisters or whoever that was, they ain't gonna hear her voice again.
Nope. That's it.
And the last voice you're gonna hear every time is her. That's the last memory you're gonna have of
her
this
screaming, of her being in agony, in pain.
Pull up the next video, because they was doing a lot of talking. They cut it real quick to say they stuff. I want to show where it's just her screaming. Play the video for the people, man. Play that video again, man. Play it again, man. This is hard. Pause it.
This thing is real, man.
Run it back and pause it. This is hard to listen to, man. If you give an inkling, if you care at all about your people, because I guarantee that wasn't no white girl they snatched up.
Cap,
She
it was a
either black or Hispanic.
Cap, it was a Barack Obama Street.
Boulevard, right?
Boulevard. Barack Obama Boulevard. That's number J.
Barack Obama or MLK, you better run.
That's number J.
If you're on them streets, you better run.
That's sad, man.
That's hard to listen to, man. And you got other sisters out here that, hey, we need to get us a van, man.
Right.
Listen to that, man. Boy, this is hard. But we gotta talk about it, man. This is where the truth speaks, man. We cannot be ignorant to Satan's devices out here, y'all. Damn, it's hard to listen to. Play that video again, man.
Hey, you can hear somebody saying, "Where are you?" in the background. Somebody's at, "Where are you? Where are you?" She in the trunk of the car, man,
snatched.
screaming.
Yep.
Got snatched. That's the truth, man. That's the truth. You can't get no truer than that, man. Real life.
Every 30 seconds.
Snatched.
That was hard to listen to, man.
Damn.
Snatched.
I think we go on a commercial now, Cap.
Let's go to the next video real quick. Go to the next video, man. This is the video that lets you sisters know to give you some kind of warning, man, of what's out here. Before those be the last sounds that anybody hear from
Anybody.
You. And
You
the
know
thing
that
is,
video.
and check this though. Nobody ran out there to you can easily identify where the screams are coming from. Nobody ran out there to help her.
Nothing. They just
They stood on the porch and looked.
and just look.
It was frozen.
That's what black and Hispanic
So
people
the
do.
hatchback just drove right by.
Sped by.
Nobody ran behind to get license plates.
Right, nothing.
Froze.
Nobody chased it.
Think about it. The trunk was still open.
Yeah.
That's not a ding ding. Hey, what's going on? Who was gonna stand up for their people and say, "Man, hold on. What the hell's going on? Let me get my protection and come out and save whoever's screaming like that."
And what you said, like, we quicker to fight each other, to shoot each other, to do all manners of evil towards each other, but to help one of us.
Nah.
Stand on the damn porch and look down the street.
We so cool with just letting stuff happen to our people. It's crazy, man. And it stems from slavery. It stems from slavery. We so cool with just sitting back and watching our big, strong buck get torn apart, and there's 50,000 slaves and 2 slave masters, and don't nobody want to do nothing because everybody's scared.
That girl was just snatched, kidnapped, and sold for $50,000.
Yep. And her last words were screams of help.
Please help me.
Crying.
That was screams of
that type
horror,
of scream,
terror,
that's
man. That was terror,
That's terror.
man.
There you go, Cap.
Right.
That's terror right there. That's like, hey, my life is hanging in doubt right now.
I need you.
Because
Somebody.
even if she couldn't have did nothing like with a whatever, even if she could have got a license plate. She could have got what the dude looked like. Should have. Oh, that's such and
They
such
stayed
daughter.
right there. They didn't go
You know,
nowhere.
they just stood up there. You ain't gonna see no license plate from way up there, especially there's a dark street like that. Go see a license plate, do something. Get the first 3, the last 3, or whatever you can do.
The make and model of the
make
car.
and model of the car. All you know is a hatchback. Hey, they ain't stopped making hatchbacks when they made that one.
And you saw the video. The police was out there knocking
Passing
on
out
doors,
flyers.
passing out flyers.
Can't
Can you
find
help
her.
us? She can't find her.
Nobody else. She gone.
Go to the next video. Here's some tips though for you sisters to not end up in that situation, man. This is a heavy video. Make sure you pay attention to it. I know we got other stuff to get to, but you know the Spirit of the Lord gonna take over. This might be the whole damn show.
Yeah.
Go to the video, man. Play that video for him.
So most people who buy sex are those who have disposable income. They tend to be white men that are married and have an education. Sex trafficking victims are typically treated as chattel properties. Now, the Urban Institute conducted research in attempting to estimate the
Listen
size
up,
of
y'all.
the underground commercial sex market in the United States. In the report that was released in 2014, in 8 major American cities, thanks so much for joining. Make sure that you share
Listen
this
to
with
the
10
8
people.
major
All
ones,
right?
y'all.
In 8 major American cities, that's Atlanta, that's Dallas, that's Denver, Kansas City, Miami, Seattle, San Diego, and Washington, D.C.
Pause it. We have a camp in every single one of those cities.
That's right, and a few of them in that state.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We got 4 schools down here in Florida. In every one of those, we got a school in those, and that's where sex trafficking is happening.
Damn, right there.
Major.
Right in our backyards.
That is why the Lord put it on the spirit of the man in Israel United in Christ to be the vanguards of this missing persons. Because, like Officer Judah said last week, the Christian church, you drop the ball. LGBTQIA plus alphabet boys, you drop the ball.
Me Too movement.
Me Too movement, you drop the ball. NAACP, you drop the ball.
Come on.
Who else? Black Lives Matter, you drop the ball.
Bring it out.
None of them are talking about the missing black women in America.
And even with politics, Cap, even with the...
You Democrats have dropped the ball. Republicans, you dropped the ball.
Which one of y'all...
Liberals,
I know that
drop the ball.
The presidential voting thing. What is it?
Campaign.
It's coming up, right? Next year, something like that. Which one of them said we going to stop human sex trafficking?
Hey, that's a heavy point.
Which one of them said
For
that?
you black, look, I'm gonna look right at the camera. For you black people out there that think voting is the way out of oppression, vote or die, which one of your candidates have ever stood up and say, we've got to put an end to human sex trafficking, especially among the black and Hispanic community? And if you elect me as your president nominee, my first act of business of policy I'm going to make is I am going to put an end to this human sex trafficking among blacks and Hispanics. Which one of them ever said that?
Cap, I've seen debates. I've seen debates. They don't talk about the sex trafficking. They don't say nothing.
What was that thing you posted earlier? The definition of Jerry. What was bring it up.
Yeah, gerrymandering. Read that definition. I'm gonna post it up. I posted it in the leadership.
It's in the leadership group.
Right.
You know why? You know why they don't say that? Because they are involved in
I got it. I'm gonna send it right now.
They involved in it. That's why.
I just posted it, y'all. You said they involved in it?
They involved in it.
You're right. Because if you didn't listen, it might have came in a little too fast. She said that the statistics show that the people that are the most involved in sex trafficking, especially buying it, are older white men that make $100,000+ a year.
Yeah, rich.
Who is that?
Come on,
that's
man.
your damn politicians.
Yep.
That's the ones living on the islands and on
the islands.
Right, they own the islands and the
planes can't fly there.
What's it called? The East Coast, the beach area.
Yeah. Coney Island, all of that. Hey, pull up a picture or the definition for Captain Severus. I just posted a picture. There you go. Go ahead, Cap.
Gary, how you say it? Gerrymander. Manipulate the boundaries of an electoral. You know, I don't see it. Constituency. Thank you. So as to, go ahead, Cap.
Meaning, you have the boundaries. Meaning, you have the different counties, right? You have different counties, like here in the state of Florida. You got certain electoral votes here in Broward, Dade County. They each have their own.
Palm Beach, West Palm County, or whatever.
So they determine which county that they will pick their electoral votes from, and they will count. They select that.
Okay.
Read.
Come on, y'all.
Put it back up.
So as to favor one party or class.
So whoever they want the majority of the selection of the electoral votes go to, they the ones that say, listen, we want Broward's counties to favor the right wing.
Oh, okay.
You get it.
So that in turn
pick and choose.
Yeah. So that in turn shows up in on your social media. You'll see a lot more Republican posts.
Right.
Oh, you'll see a lot more Democratic posts. You'll see a lot more whoever Trump stuff popping up with your screen.
You know what that means? That means your vote don't matter.
It don't matter. It's gonna say it. Keep on. Bring it up. Read it.
Achieve a result by manipulating.
By what?
Manipulating the boundaries of an electoral.
How you say it? Constituency.
Thank you, brother.
Go down. Go down. Cause
this is it right here.
There you go.
Gerrymandering.
Jerry.
I'm sorry. Gerrymandering is when a political group tries to change a voting district. Hey, chill with the arrow, please. A voting district to create a result that helps them or hurts the group who is against them. Gerrymandering works by wasting votes. By wasting votes.
Your votes don't matter, y'all.
Damn.
They put it right there for you.
So they throw BS out there.
Right.
So it's like
give you
throwing
a sticker.
What's that thing called? They throw propaganda out there on one.
Vote or die.
Yeah. They throw dirt out there on one candidate, so you like, oh, I ain't voting for him, so I definitely ain't vote for him, and he got dirt on him, so I ain't vote for him, so I ain't gonna do nothing.
Right.
So basically, your vote don't count either way.
It don't matter either way, whether you vote or not.
I just heard on the news radio with what's my man, Reverend Al Sharpton.
Al Sharpton.
He was like, we need to get fervent and on fire to go vote. On fire. We need to go vote.
Lollipop.
We need to come on now. Stop.
Hey, cause think about it. Hillary Clinton won the votes.
But what happened?
But Donald Trump won the
electoral
votes.
Bring it out.
That only makes sense.
Yeah. Your vote don't matter.
So you stand in line and you vote, and you win by 1 million votes, but you ain't win because
still lose.
That was just the hand of God showing us that this is not your.
There you go.
People cannot save you. Run the video back a little bit more, and let's start it from the top. And I'll play that video. She's gonna give us some tips, you sisters, tips on how to stay safe out there. And she goes into statistics. Pull it up for us.
2007 economic worth of the market per city was approximately between $40 million and $290 million, with pimps and traffickers that participated in the study reporting taking home between $5,000 and $32,833 per week. So there's a lot of money to be made in this thing. That's why it's running rampant, okay? Girls every day are willingly or forcibly placed into the possession of those that would sell access to their bodies. Here's the problem. Sex trafficking is big business. 59% of that business is being made by our young black girls and women. And we don't quite...
59%.
It's made by black women?
Young.
I was about to say that. Young black women.
The ones that's bored.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
They're bored.
Almost 60%, y'all.
Yo, we know how big 60% is, man.
That's damn near the whole pie.
60%.
Of a, and remember, she said the number said people bring home up to $50,000, $50,800 something a week. 60% of that $50,000, so $200 something thousand is made by young black women, whether forced into it, meaning stolen. Or willingly doing it because they was bored at home.
Right.
To get some damn lemonade bread.
Not including our Hispanic sisters.
And they
the Northern Kingdom.
They probably make up 30%.
Ephraim, Manasseh,
35%.
Simeon.
That's crazy, man. Damn. That's crazy. And that's just in America.
Right. That's just black folks.
That's just in America.
There's actually a movie on Netflix that shows you the whole process where this dude, he courts the sister for, it's Northern Kingdom now, courts the sister, next thing you know, they on a date, gets snatched up, right? He's still playing innocent now the whole time. Visits her at the damn brothel where he gave her up. And basically, it was his family running the whole trafficking scam. It's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy. They made it's on Netflix.
Hey, I don't know if y'all ever seen that movie, the series Hostel.
Yeah.
Y'all ever seen that movie?
Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
It's called Hostel. It's where Americans go out for vacation to other countries.
Amsterdam, mostly.
Right, Amsterdam. And then when they get there, the bidding starts from rich people all across the world. They bid on these American women so that when they win them, they take them to this place and they torture them.
Wow.
Yeah, it's called Hostel.
And it's the movie
and I want you to understand this,
like
people.
Taken.
Understand this. In order for people to make a movie about it, that means that it is somewhere
happening.
It happening somewhere.
It's inspiration for them to do.
And they charge like you pay like $500,000, $3 $600,000, and if you win the bid, you get to do whatever you want to this American man or woman. They go to like a faraway warehouse where nobody's at.
Yeah.
It's protected by security and guards, and you get to do whatever you want to do to them.
And look at this, y'all. This is not far-fetched, because God tells us that the Caucasian man, who he calls Esau in the Bible, he loves death.
Mm-hmm.
He will pay money.
Oh yeah, big money.
To hunt down whoever it might be to satisfy his lust for blood and death.
Bring it out.
The scriptures say blood is nothing to him. So that stuff is real.
Yeah, it's real. They get it from somewhere, man.
Go back to the video.
Of that business is being made by our young black girls and women, and we don't quite know how to fight against the wickedness in high places, so to speak. Because if they have the money, they're going to get the product. Do we understand one another? If you are not aware of where you park, or not sharp, don't keep a sharp eye on
tips.
where you park, how you park, who you're talking to, why they decide to talk to you. Listen, this world is filled with crazy freaking people. Get sharp, because they're aiming for our girls. They're aiming for our women. It's all right. So here's the very first action item. Be aware of your...
She said they aiming for our women.
There you go.
You hear that, y'all? They aiming for you young black girls.
Right. They're the main target.
You the main target, right. Because you know why? Because here in Babylon the Great, like many other people have said, you're the least protected person on the face of the earth. Right now, because look at this. We show the video of the 13-year-old in Florida.
Right.
Who was out here selling her to hundreds of men in a few weeks? It was another black girl.
Yeah, right.
All people.
And then it passed over to a little young black boy, because we didn't read the full article, but a little young black boy got in on it, and he sold it to a whole bunch of men. And then black men in America, we don't truly have the power to protect you from the powers that be if God did not hold them back from truly coming down on you to take you. Like, so if the white man and the Arab man and Chinese man all got together and Satan put it on them and God allowed it, which he won't, but if he allowed that to happen where they all gang together, you said, you know what? We're about to go steal all the black women in the world, and we're going to rape all of them. There's nothing that any black man, Hispanic man can truly do, because they have all they got the money, they've got the guns, they got the military behind them. You're the least protected person on the earth, so they are gunning for you, because they know at the end of the day, these niggas really can't truly do nothing if we all gang together.
Right.
So your protection is, sisters, is keeping these commandments and falling up under a righteous man.
Right.
That God is protecting him, and therefore he protects you in it. Yeah. And if you don't have that man yet, what protects you is what? The commandments of God. That is your shield of protection. Because without it, if you want to be sisters out there in the world and you ain't repented, you have no protection.
No.
Well, you're clueless.
You can forget about it. There's no wisdom there. Forget about it. You're getting violated in some way or fashion.
Best
it's
believe
gonna
it.
happen. It's bound to happen. Let me get that script in Psalms 34 real quick.
Psalms 34.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Psalms 34. Where are we going to?
Verse 7.
Psalms.
Yep.
Chapter 34 and verse 7.
Bring it out.
The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him.
That what?
That fear him.
So the Most High sends his angels around you.
Yeah.
So basically it's like a force field around you. Around who? Not any old person. Around only who? Them.
Them that fear him.
Them that fear him.
Yep.
Read.
And delivereth them.
So even if you're in a tough spot, he sends his angels to deliver you out of that tough spot.
Yep.
Remember that young sister that jumped out of the trunk?
Right.
Yeah. We
played
showed that
video
last week.
At the gas station.
It's the Most High who's doing this. And we're going to go through the video. If you continue to play that video, you're going to see why. Continue to play that video. Play it. She say something in 3 minutes.
Around surroundings. Make sure you're not wearing any headphones. Be aware of the parking in your surroundings.
Run it back some, because she's giving heavy tips. And I need all these sisters and these men with daughters and wives and aunties. Everybody, I need you to watch this stuff. She's giving some great tips on how not to get caught up in sex trafficking. Go ahead, play it.
Make sure you're not wearing any headphones. Be aware of the parking in your surroundings. Do not park in between vans. Do not park in dark areas. Make sure there's plenty of lighting. Make sure there's plenty of people that are available. And if at all possible, do not travel at night by yourself.
Pause it. Paul, you hear that? Don't travel at night by yourself, sisters. That's where, you know, they got that age-old saying where they say the freaks come out at night.
Right.
Now the saying is the kidnappers come out at night.
The snatchers.
Let that be in your mind. The snatchers come out at night. I'm going to keep my butt right. Give me that 1 Timothy 5:14.
Hey, Cap, that's why I say, man, it should be a cutoff time for every woman.
Yep. Curfew
to go to Walmart.
Yep.
You shouldn't be able to go to Walmart sundown. It is what it is.
Walmart, Target, Publix, Kroger's,
clubbing,
nothing. You should be in the house tending to your house.
And God's gonna say it.
While the freaks out, the snatchers are out too.
Yeah.
Yep, best believe it, because the snatchers are looking for the freaks.
So
they can throw them in the game.
Stumbling out of the club. All right, you go.
The bored freaks.
Read that 1 Timothy 5 and let's read verse 14.
1 Timothy chapter 5 verse 14. I will therefore that the younger woman marry, bear children.
So God says, you younger women, get married, because there is a certain level of protection that you got when a man is the head of the household. Get married, because you know what he gonna tell you? Hey, honey, can I go to Walmart? And he gonna look at his watch. It's 11:37. Hell no, sit down somewhere. I can wait till tomorrow.
You wouldn't even. I'm gonna tell you, my wife better even ask me no question like that.
Tell my wife right there, the sucker, you better go. You want to go to the store? You better go right now. And when you go, you better park under a light, because if it's too dark, you ain't going.
That's crazy.
You can wait till tomorrow. Nothing's that important when your life is on the line like it is right now. Your safety. Oh, I just gotta get that.
No, you don't.
No, it's not worth your life, sisters. God says, well, I will therefore you younger women marry. Read on.
Bear children.
That'll give your son. That'll keep you from getting bored.
Yep.
Right.
For real.
Once you are age of a woman. Right. Not 13 years old. Once you're the age of a woman, 20 years old and up, according to the Bible. Go ahead.
Guide the house.
You got to do what?
Guide the house.
In order to guide the house, meaning that everything is set in order according to how the man wants it to be, you got to be where? In the house.
Bring it out.
And for you sisters that are already repented and you know the commandments of God, if you at any time it cross your mind, I'm bored sitting in the house, you better check your damn spirit.
Right.
Satan
It's always something to do. It's always something to do.
Always something to do.
Always, especially if you got kids. Always something to do.
And sisters, this might be the first time you ever heard love coming from men.
There you go.
Yeah.
Y'all may take it as, oh, they trying to oppress me, and they trying to
They see it as control.
No, this ain't controlling.
Hey, either you're gonna be controlled by righteous men, or you're gonna be controlled by snatchers. Which one you want? Which one you want?
Say it again, Cap.
Either you're gonna be controlled by righteous men, or you're gonna be controlled by snatchers. Which one you want? Pick your poison.
That's heavy right there.
Hey, it's biblical. Go to Romans 6 real quick.
Read up.
Romans 6. Go to 6 verse 16.
Romans chapter 6.
Start at verse 14. Hold on, let me see. Let me read it first.
And we just talk about the women. Men getting snatched too now.
Verse 16. Oh, yeah.
Little boys.
Verse 16.
Romans chapter 6 verse 16.
Bring it out.
Know ye not that to whom ye yield yourselves servants to obey, his servants ye are, to whom ye obey.
Read.
Whether of
sin, doing your own pleasure.
Heavy.
Unto death.
Unto what?
Unto death.
There we go. Read.
Or of obedience unto righteousness.
Peace of mind. So who you want to serve? You want to serve yourself?
Who you want to serve?
Sin? You want to scratch that itch? Guess what? The end result is death.
Yep.
That's a cold
precept.
That's cold.
If not, you want to submit yourself to righteousness, a righteous man. Lord said, listen, it's going to go well with you.
Yep.
I'm going to send my angels around you to keep you at peace. All right.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Go back to the video. Man, we're going to get through this, y'all. But we're gonna drop some knowledge.
Do not park in dark areas. Make sure there's plenty of lighting. Make sure there's plenty of people that are available. And if at all possible, do not travel at night by yourself. Okay? It's real out here. And 59% of the women who are getting sex trafficked are African American. Listen, baby, they're looking for you.
They looking.
So stay sharp too. Be aware.
Pause it.
Yeah, pause that.
Now
right
go to Lamentations. I must prove to you that God says they looking for you. Lamentations. I don't know where it is, but I know it's in my mind. I can see the picture of it, and we're gonna get that thing. Lamentations, chapter 4, and let's read verse 18. Let's reverse 18. Get straight to the point.
Lamentation chapter 4 and verse 18.
Bring it out.
They hunt our steps, that we cannot go in our street.
Who's hunting our steps?
They hunt.
Now it's become the sex traffickers.
Right.
Hunting your steps, sisters. You can't even go into the streets. You can't even go to Forever 21 in peace.
Damn.
You know some women like Forever 21. You can't even go get some
Victoria's Secret.
Vicky Secrets for your husband in peace.
No, ain't happening.
Lava, you buy those, they snatch your ass and you put it on for a sex trafficker.
Oh man.
Damn.
You better take your husband with you. Ain't no more surprises. To hell with surprises.
Right.
Hey.
Safety first.
Oh, you better
Safety first. That's right.
Hey, real talk.
To hell with surprises.
Real talk.
I'd rather you come home. I don't need no damn surprise. I'm going to go to the mall with you. I'm going to help you pick out the color.
Bring it out.
Better get it off Amazon or something.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, you saw how the Lord is? The Lord said, he ain't got to leave your house no more to order. You go to Amazon, eBay.
Oh, man. The Lord,
all that.
Lord he's watching over us, y'all. He's watching over us.
Can't get snatched when you order from Amazon.
There you go.
They hunt our steps that we cannot go into our streets. Read on.
Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled. For our end is come. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven. They pursued us upon the mountains. They laid wait for us in the wilderness.
They laid wait for us. Now, this is talking about the other nations, but it applies to what's going on with your sisters. Go ahead, Kat.
And you know what it says? Are swifter than the eagles of heaven. You know how fast an eagle swoops down and grabs his prey and be gone before you can know it?
Right.
Yep.
That's the same thing was going on with these snatchers.
Yes.
Snatching them in minutes. Gone.
Yep.
Can't even, where they went? They gone.
Hey, and it's heavy that, and look at this. God's telling you those that are hunting your steps. Remember, the sister said what? Who are the number one statistical sex traffickers that are looking for it?
Wow.
White men that make 100,000+ a year.
Hey, that's statistically speaking.
The eagles. What's the white man's symbol?
The eagle.
The white men are hunting you black women down. They can't have you no more in slavery.
So they putting a list out.
Snatch them.
They caught a brother with a list of different names and what they wanted. They gave him the prices right next to it. They caught him with everything. You just like I think 2 months ago they caught him. And guess what? Is Esau giving them the list and sending them out with a price list on the side of it?
Do y'all hear this, y'all?
Come on now.
Hey,
stop
Cap,
playing.
remember the sister said they got the money.
Like he's going grocery shop.
They got the money. The price is right. Anybody will jump on that.
Yep.
You telling me, hey, I'll give you $250,000 or I give you $1 million, just go snatch this type of woman I want.
You heard? You seen the post that it
for
said
$1 million.
and whoever that was, he said it's 50,000
for one.
Right.
Just go snatch one. I get the van for you. I do everything for you.
Right.
Just go snatch one, $50,000. You ain't even got to look at it. Just bring it to me. Damn.
That's crazy, y'all. Go back to the video, man. Whew.
Of how you appear to predators and
Run it back some. Run it back some. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back.
Be aware of how you appear to predators and traffickers.
Uh-oh.
What do I mean by that?
Listen.
Watch the clothes that you wear.
Oh!
Here we go.
Drop the bomb on
Sisters,
him.
Watch the clothes you wear. Watch how you appear to predators.
Bring it out.
So for you sisters that want to push the boundaries of being sexy and you want to mix sexy with royal.
Right.
Royalty.
Yeah.
You want to mix sexy with royal. You know what I'm talking about.
Right.
You want to wear the dress that's a little too fitted.
Right.
We ain't the only ones looking at you.
Right.
If you gotta walk, when you walk past a mirror or something reflective and you gotta look back at it, it's too tight.
It's too tight. You better watch how you appear because those are the ones they looking for.
And
Bring it out.
I'm so happy that is a sister saying this.
All praises.
All praises to the
So
Most
you don't
High.
think that we've been women bashing, misogynist.
Over and over, the men of the Lord's been out on the highways and byways.
Hey,
give me Ezekiel 3 and 17.
Hey,
over and over, warning the people, warning them.
Wow.
Warning our daughters.
You heard it from a
warning our
sister.
sisters.
Watch how you dress.
Watch how you dress.
Hey, Cal, you know we on the screen. We teach modesty. Sisters be like,
Come on.
why you looking at me then? Why you looking?
Yeah.
Okay, we trying to
matter
warn you.
what I wear.
Right.
It matters because them sex are like,
Them snatchers.
radar.
Them snatchers look for you.
That's the one.
Basically, what she proving is a snatcher will snatch your 30-foot big booty showing
There you go.
behind,
Bring
it out, rather than snatching a covered up
Right.
Ishmaelite.
You know why? Because he looks at her, if I snatch her, she's ready for the
She's
business.
ready right now.
You ain't got to break her in at all or nothing. Look at how she's dressed. She's ready. All she's going to need is a little convincing, whether it be physical or it just be materialistic.
That's it.
She ready to pop it open.
Yep, right now, she's ready.
Bust it wide open.
Yep, because what you look like show what you think.
Yep.
Show how you think. Show what type of person you are.
The way you look, if you dress that way, it matches the business they want to put you in.
Yeah, absolutely.
She says it too. But go ahead, bring that scripture out.
Ezekiel.
We warn you over and over. Read.
Ezekiel chapter 3 verse 17.
Bring it out.
Son of man, I have made thee a watchman.
What is the role of a watchman? Is to look out. Look out for danger. We see the danger. The Most High already gave it to us. He's letting us know. Women, there's a proper attire for you to wear. Right. Read.
Unto the house of Israel.
Come on.
Therefore, hear the word at my mouth.
Come on.
And give them warning from me. When I say unto the wicked.
Give them warning. We're giving you warning. We have been in the highways over and over, warning the daughters of Israel, warning the daughters of Zion. Bring it out. Cover their behinds up. Why? Because now you at a point now where the Most High had to force his hand and send the snatchers right there, the traffickers right at your doorsteps. Why? Because you need just one law.
Hey, that's
cover
heavy.
your behind up.
That's heavy. You bring it out that the Lord is so sick of his daughters, the black, Hispanic, Native Indian woman who he calls the Israelites. You are dressing so much out of order that he done allowed. Because God don't create evil, but once it's done, he'll allow it to happen just so he can make you cover your behind up.
That's it.
Damn, that's how wicked we have become as a people. That God got to let the snatchers prosper so we able to break it out on FCN so you can hear the voice of the prophets to say, cover up, sisters. And when he say cover up, 1 Timothy 2 and 9.
Bring it out.
This is how he means cover up, what he means. Read that, 1 Timothy 2 and 9.
1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9.
Bring it out.
And like manner also, that women adorn themselves.
Cover themselves.
In modest apparel.
Modest apparel. You just can't put on a dress.
Right.
God says that dress you put on has to it has to not draw sexual attention to you. Right. So even though you might have on a dress, you say, oh, I'm covered up, that can't see nothing. Your chest shouldn't be hanging out. Right. And I want you to understand this, sister. Your breasts start where the cleavage starts.
Bring it out.
You women in America, you Babylonian women are so used to exposing your breasts that you don't even see nothing wrong with the crack of your breast showing all the way down to your shirt. As long as the areola ain't showing, you say, huh? I'm not naked. Yes, the hell you are.
Bring it out.
Bring it
You
out.
bringing sexual attention to yourself that's going to make any snatcher want to take you up. That form-fitted dress you got, you want to show all your curve, you want to show what God gave you and blessed you with, you are becoming #1 target on the sex traffickers' radar list.
Bring it out.
God says, wear a dress that does not draw sexual attention. He calls it modesty. Read on.
With shamefacedness.
Now you got to be shamefaced. God said you shouldn't be all up in these men's. Shamefacedness means you shouldn't be trying to be seen. You shouldn't be trying to be the life of the party.
There you go.
Bring it out.
When you walk in, you know how some women, this is how you know you ain't shamefaced. You go into the club, you go into the party, and your thought is when you get out the car or when you get dressed at home, oh, I'm about to shut this ish down.
Bring it out.
You are not shamefaced, sister.
Right.
You want to be seen by everybody, and the one that's going to see you is the sex trafficker.
There you snatcher.
The snatcher. Read on.
And sobriety.
Not being drunk because now you're liberated. You don't know what's right from wrong. You can have that man spit game to you, and you might be, he might be a potential lover of mine. But his mind is, once I get her in this car, or even once I get to her house, once I make her feel comfortable, I'm going to have the boys running up on her.
Yeah.
Date, rape, drugs.
That's what they do.
Slip you a Mickey.
That's how they turn them out. They make them basically fall in love with them, and then they turn them out. If you love me, then you're like him, sleep with you,
Yep.
and that's how they turn them out. And that's the she has become his prostitute. Right. He done turned her out.
It's so much we keep.
Hold on, keep playing the video.
Go back to the video, man. I got so many scripts for just that one right there.
By that, watch the clothes that you wear.
Run it back.
Do not walk
hear it
out
again.
to. Be aware of how you appear to predators and traffickers. What do I mean by that? Watch the clothes that you wear.
Bring it out.
Do not walk out here. Watch your outfit. Listen, because your outfit is the first means of communication.
Pause it.
Speaks a fact.
Come on.
All right, run it back, man. Run it back, man.
You
Dang!
gotta get through it, Cap.
Woo! Go run it back, y'all. We're going to try to get through it.
Outfit is the first means of communication. It
Run it
speaks
back, man.
1,000 words in terms of watch your outfit. Listen, because your outfit is the first means of communication. It speaks 1,000 words in terms of what your intentions are. And a lot of people, listen, do not be fooled when people tell you, I should be able to dress any kind of way and I should not be, targeted. You shouldn't have any kind of sexual feelings toward me simply because I dress the way that I want to dress. Get real with yourself.
How about that?
Get really, really real with
Y'all
yourself.
hear that, sisters?
And analyze and say, if I
Get
wear
real.
this, is this going to attract a sex trafficker? You used to be able to tell a whore by a whore's uniform. Woo. The same way, if you were to wear a police uniform and somebody were to come up to you and say, hey, I'm getting robbed, I need your help. You say, I'm not a policeman, but you're wearing the uniform.
Hello.
You feel me? So if you're not a hoe,
Well, let it play a little bit more. Let it play.
Amazing.
don't wear a hoe's uniform.
Run
That's
it
all I'm
back.
saying.
Dang,
no
dog.
social
Run it back.
media uniform. You feel me? So if you're not a hoe, don't wear a hoe's uniform.
Pause it.
You're not a hoe, don't dress like a hoe.
Dress like a.
Straight up and down like 6 o'clock.
Yep.
And you know what's crazy, Kat? A lot of black women
They don't like her.
they angry at their sister because they don't want to give up them hips and curves and the breastises and everything. They don't want to give it up.
That's because our self-esteem is so low as a nation that you think you have to expose yourself in
There
that
we
way
go.
to attract attention. But you don't have to do that, sisters, for a righteous man.
Bring it out. Right.
You hear? I'm gonna say it again. You don't have to expose your body for a righteous man because his main objective is he don't want you for what you got. He wants you for the spirit that is in you. He wants you for the inner man that is in you. Because we're looking for.
Right.
We're looking for the righteousness in you. Because that'll make you look way more beautiful than the ugliness on the outside of you.
Hey! You know how beautiful a covered up woman is, man? That's a beautiful thing. Man.
Hey, play the violin, man. You done brought out a point, man. I'm going to give you my testimony right here.
Bring it out.
You got the music for me? Okay, here we go. Now I'm
God
gonna tell you right
violence,
here,
y'all.
right now. Now I got my wife. My wife is Zahira, beautiful sister, right there. That's one of the reasons.
Shout out.
You know, when I was in the world, I was wicked. I saw her. I was like, oh my goodness, I got to have her right there. That's what I said in my spirit, right? Now,
But you converted though now.
Yeah, but see, I didn't know.
The nigga's gone.
I didn't know that the Lord had already ordained us
from the beginning.
So that was my wickedness in there. But I saw, oh, this sister right here is. Oh, I got to have her right there. And this was in the wickedness, right?
Right.
Now the Lord brought us to the truth. And he gave her a dress code. He said, my daughter, put on a head wrap.
A beautiful head wrap.
A beautiful head wrap. Ow! Head. And then I want you to put on that beautiful dress that I gave you and make sure it's modest, it's long and flowing. And then I want you to cover up. And then I'm going to expose you. I'm gonna put it on the spirit of your husband to expose you to the way that our sisters used to dress back in the day when it says in Isaiah where they had the trinkets and the ankles and the ornaments,
the jewels.
And then she started wearing that. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's just something about it. It's something
Watch
about
out
it.
now. Watch out.
Oh my God! Oh my! You look good when you was in pants, but you are beautiful in this dress that God gave you to the Most High. I would never want you to go back to the way that America sees you as beautiful. I want you to stay the way that God says you are beautiful, because when you sisters,
Judah.
when you
All right, Cap. All right, man. That's enough, man.
No.
Hey, that's enough, man. You sound like you about to get on one knee. All right, man. That's enough, man.
You said it.
That's enough, man. Judah.
Listen.
Judah, hey, man. Judah going off, y'all.
When you
Judah about to drink some bad water. Goodness gracious. Come on, Judah. Come on, Judah.
Listen, when you sisters dress in the righteous apparel that God gave you, that is your true beauty.
All praises.
Not dressing in the way that America says you should dress.
Her Barry White in the
Dress in the way that God tells you to dress.
Her one Lily
Hey,
in the
Cap, I'm over here
background.
co-signing.
All praises, man.
Yeah, Judah.
Judah.
Hey, half y'all wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Judah music.
We won't be one for the Lord.
Hey, I'm going to tell you right now, remember Judah was the largest tribe when we came out the wood on this.
Anyways, all praise to the Most High. Thank you for that Barry White moment.
They don't make it all the kids, ain't it?
Sweat moment.
Woo! You got
Thank you for that Keith Sweat moment.
You brothers out there, you better pick up what I'm putting down. You better love your wife right.
How we get that?
Message.
Shameless love.
How we get there?
Go back to the video.
It's all trash. We ain't playing no more violins.
That's it. That's it. It's over. Shut it down.
Play the video,
Hey,
man.
set up a saxophone for this brother next
For
time.
real, man.
Get a saxophone for him.
Play the video, man.
You don't need a violin. Give him the saxophone,
Hey, man, haters gonna hate, man. Haters gonna hate.
Damn.
Y'all should be, y'all number
It's
one.
like,
number one,
nah,
number
man.
two,
It's like
a haters ball.
It's like you was ready to
Video,
get a
man.
straw and just start sucking up all the bath water.
Right, bro.
Man, goodness gracious.
Video, man. Woo! FCN,
You
man.
feel
You gotta
me?
love it.
So if you're not a hoe, don't wear a hoe's uniform. That's all I'm saying. No social media meetups.
There you go.
No social media meetups.
Listen up.
That's how people get catfished. That's how people get snatched up. Because you could think that everything's all good. Somebody slides in your DM real quick. Hi. If you don't know that person, I strongly recommend that you do not entertain that kind of conversation.
Right.
They slide in your DM, they speak to you, now y'all got a conversation going. Now y'all start talking about casual stuff. Now you start to catch feelings and you have no clue who the other person is.
Hey, pause it real quick. Pause it real quick.
Bring it out.
You know, sisters in the truth, it is so easy to get them hooked. All you gotta do is go in they DM and say, sis, do you know this scripture?
Well, hold on. I'm gonna add something to it. It's not easy to get sisters to trick
Light
them
women.
light sisters.
Right, light
I want to
women.
correct light sisters.
Yes.
All you gotta do is slide in. Sis, are you a part of Israel United in Christ? And next thing you know, you got a whole full blown conversation, and you don't even know this dude from Adam and Eve. Not even knowing that this dude is a damn snatcher.
Yeah.
Pretending so that he could snatch your behind. Goodness gracious.
Crazy, man. Go ahead, play the video.
On the other side of that phone. You have no idea. Get real, because it can save your life. for what happens if you get abducted or to try to, prevent a sex trafficking emergency from going down. One of them is that if you, I forgot how it is. I think it's if you get stuck in the trunk, try your best to kick out a tail light, because while the trafficker is driving, he can't see you, but everybody else can see you because you kick out the tail light and then you stick your arm out and wave. A lot of the newer age cars have emergency ejector buttons, or it's not a button, it's like a lever that you pull if you were to get trapped in your trunk. So all you do is feel around for it. You feel around for it and it glows in the dark. Buy some sort of physical protection, safety protection, and learn how to use it. Get yourself some mace. Get yourself a taser. The cost is anywhere between $5 and $30, and that can save your life too. Do not speak to strangers. Do not speak to strangers, especially that ask for favors. You have to put on an air about yourself that lets that person know, I'm crazy. Get away from me. Listen, you try to be nice all day, you're going to get caught up. Do not.
I'll be nice.
Now listen to that, sisters. That's the thing. Sometimes you can't be shamefaced in every situation. The Bible talks about that. You can't be shamefaced in every situation where you just let everybody approach you and start conversations. Right. You gotta be crazy sometimes. You know, I'm crazy. Get away from me. I'm crazy. You gotta let and you know what? The Bible backs it up, because what happened when David got into a little tough situation? Yeah. What did he do? He played crazy. He foamed at the mouth. He let the drool roll down his beard. It says in the scripture, he played crazy when he got into a tough situation. Yep. So it's a time and a place for everything. Take these tips that this sister is using and apply them to your life. Go to Isaiah 32. And I want to read verse 9 real quick. 9 through 11, real quick. Isaiah 32, verse 9. Because it's a time and a place for everything. And the sister gave you tips that could possibly save your life if you do happen to get into that situation. If you get thrown in the trunk, kick out the tail light. Wave your hand. Look for the lever that's in the trunk and pull it. Right? That's if you happen to get in that. Don't park between vans. Because ain't none of that stuff in a van. Mm-hmm. We've seen videos where they have vans that are soundproof.
Right. Can't hear nothing.
On the inside, they got a big metal lock on the back that you ain't kick it off. And no matter how strong you are. Read that, Isaiah 32, 9 through 11, real quick.
Isaiah chapter 32, verse 9.
Bring it out.
Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled.
This time you are troubled. This is the time that you are troubled. Go ahead.
Ye careless women. For the vintage shall fail. The gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease.
Tremble. Be afraid out there. Right. Be aware. Be careful is what he's saying. Go ahead.
Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins.
Gird sackcloth upon, it means repent, mourn, humble yourself and return back to God. Go for this reason. Go to 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Don't be at ease no more. You don't have that time. Don't be walking around with headphones on, jamming to the wickedness of this world. Yep. Right? You got to be aware of your surroundings, because they are hunting you in the streets. More than anybody, you blacks and Hispanics, because nobody cares for you in this society but the righteous man of the Lord. That's why we doing classes like this or shows like this on Four Corners News. Read that, 2 Corinthians 2 and 11.
2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11.
Bring it out.
Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
We are not ignorant of his devices. So that's why we making you aware of his devices. Right. What if his devices? Oh, this is my body. I can dress how I want to dress. You shouldn't feel that way just because I dress like this. Well, I am a man, and God made me attracted to a woman, the way you're shaped. So if you expose those things to me, it's going to put a certain spirit on me. You cannot be careless like that anymore. You can't walk around thinking nobody's going to harm you no more, because those are the devices of Satan to make you feel like, oh, you live in a world where no evil can happen to me.
Right.
No, something can happen to you, sisters. It can. Right? And didn't you have a video kept together that you posted?
Yeah.
Go
Let's play
to that video to show you why you can't be ignorant of Satan's devices and you can't be at ease because there's man out here like this.
Now, there's a video of a secret recording of a sex traffic deal. Secret recording. Watch this. There's no other kingdom. But watch this. Play that video. Blow it up.
Blow it up for us.
Now these girls, how old?
You gotta read it.
13.
You got blow it up.
Now these girls, how old? I'm doing 13
Oh, that's it?
to 15
Okay.
years old. 13 to 15 years old. That's what I'm doing. 13 to 15. Okay. That's
He wants a 13 to a 15-year-old.
You're looking at him.
Vamos a al jefe.
Boss is going to like him. Oh, yeah.
Sí. ¿Cuántos años tiene?
How old is she? 15. He's going to like her. Oh, he's going to like her.
Send her.
Oh, sí.
Oh, yes.
No la quiero para mí sin jefe.
I want her for myself. If he doesn't take her, I'll take her for myself.
Ella puede venir.
Can she make it?
Seguro.
Are you sure? Of course.
Sí.
Si no, yo la toco.
Because right now I'm working on 18 girls. So, I mean, if you need more than that.
Of the girls that we already have that are sure, how many of them are actually minors?
We have seriously minors. I've got
Yeah, 9.
9 that are minors.
Okay.
What are the ages? I've got between 15. I've got one 13, between 13 and 16 years old. I've got.
Okay.
I've got one that's 13 right now. That'll make him happy.
Cool.
All right.
Bienvenidos a la casa. Bienvenidos.
I did bring.
So you mean to tell me this is a house full of those 13
minors,
and 15-year-old, 14, 15-year-olds? They got a house of whoring of teenagers?
Yep. Damn.
And this is the Northern Kingdom, so-called Hispanics, right?
Yeah.
Wow. And this be the type of sisters you get snatched from California, they send you to Mexico, and nobody can find you.
Nobody know where you at, ever.
And you be in a house like that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Trap, basically. You can't go nowhere.
Go back to the video, man.
Bienvenidos.
I did bring one that's young and for him to look at, for him to check out. She's nice. She's nice.
How old is she?
She's 14 years old.
And she's here?
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Look, can you point her out? Just point her out to me so I can see.
She's nice.
Are the other ones that age too?
Other ones, some are 15, some are 16.
But you got the one that's the youngest.
Yeah.
Okay. Which one? This one.
Look at that, y'all.
Hola. Okay.
Pause.
¿Cómo te llamas?
Look at that. Go back. Pull it up, y'all. Pull it up. Look at how they got these young girls dressed.
Yep. Ready.
That's why God said you sisters gotta dress modestly.
Yep.
Don't draw sexual attention to yourself. And look at this. These are dudes. These are just regular looking dudes out there.
And you,
I said they like normal dudes.
I hope y'all notice. Look how comfortable the conversation is going back and forth.
Yeah.
It's not the first time he ever spoke to Esau before.
Yeah.
I hope he picked that up.
Good point.
He's comfortable. He's dialoguing like, yeah, y'all dealt with Bob the other day.
It seemed like it seemed like he knew exactly what type they like.
Exactly.
So yeah, we got a 13-year-old, 15-year-old, we got a minor.
You know what numbers to hit.
They know exactly what they like.
Hey, I'm telling you.
Go ahead, finish it out.
Okay. Hola. Okay.
13.
Okay. ¿Cómo te llamas? Okay. So she's 14.
Yes.
Okay, so here's the thing. Does she do everything?
I've talked to her.
Wow.
The thing crazy that he wants, if he wants more money.
14 years old, y'all. A lot of y'all got 14-year-old daughters out there.
What is it? Would she do everything?
Does she know how to do everything? 14, Cap. Does she know how to do everything?
Just like that.
He said, yeah, I taught her.
Just like the little sister that approached my daughter, saying that she know how to do it all. Same way.
This is why.
If
That's
you looked
why.
on her face, she was comfortable. She almost had a smile.
Yeah.
She was ready.
Yeah.
Money.
That's why it says a father watches over the daughter, man. They vulnerable out here. and it's gonna take a man to protect them.
There you go.
It's only so much the mama can do raising a single daughter that ain't never experienced the love of a man.
Right.
When she was built, God made her that way.
Right.
God made Adam and Eve. So her spirit is drawn to a man, to the affection of the man, to the caressing of a man. And if she don't grow up with that, getting that from a father, hug from a father, some kisses from a father, knowing what love is, what it's supposed to look like, she gonna go search for it. And then that's what she's gonna get accustomed to, of what love is from a man, because I desire the affection of a man. I'm gonna get it any way I can. And I'll learn everything I'm supposed to know
about
at
everything.
14.
To please them. Damn.
Go back to there, yo.
It's no joke, man.
But here's the thing, does she do everything?
I've talked to her.
She does, like,
Anything crazy that he wants, if she wants more money, she better ask. I've talked to her.
And she's 14.
Yeah. The girls are 300.
Marcos, what do you got, Marcos?
He's got 300 per girl. How many girls came? 15. 4.5 million plus his personal money, which is...
Okay, count this, because we kind of knew ahead of time, but I want to make sure you're good.
Look at that, man. They're rejoicing over the money. They're rejoicing over the selling of the daughters of Israel, the daughters of God. They're rejoicing over the money. Go ahead.
That's it. I think it was it, man. That's amazing.
That was it?
Yeah, that was it. That was it on the video.
Man.
Damn.
Hey, man, the Lord hear it all. Got a lot of work to do. The Lord. That's why here at IUIC, we are hitting the streets. We're looking for the missing persons. We're not playing games. I know these men. I remember back then they had a thing in Detroit where the men was like fed up with the violence in the community, where it was actually hitting the streets.
Detroit 300.
Right, I remember that. Where's that at now?
It can't last because the Most High ain't behind it.
You see that?
That's why this gonna last.
That's right. That's
this
exactly
gonna last. Hey, let me get a script.
Bring it out.
Let me get Psalms 37:3.
Man, that stuff right there. If you care about your people, man, that stuff hurts you to your soul, man. That make you want to do something. Go. I got a script after. Go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead. Psalms 37 and verse 3.
The book of Psalms, chapter 37 and verse 3.
Watch it out.
Trust in the Lord and do good.
To do good means to keep his commandments. To keep his commandments and statutes and the faith in his son. Trust in the Lord and do good, read.
So shalt thou dwell in the land.
So shalt thou dwell in the land is dwelling in safety.
Yep.
So shalt not harm. Snatchers won't be able to come get you because the Lord going to place his angels around you because you're doing good. Read.
And verily thou shalt be fed.
Thou shalt be safe. But the first part is trust in the Lord and do good. Keep the commandments of the Lord. All right, give me Romans 7:12. Keep the commandments of God. That's the only way you're going to be safe in this captivity. Romans 7:12.
Romans chapter 7 and verse 12.
Bring it out.
Wherefore the law is holy.
The laws of God is holy. What you wear, how you dress, what you think. Read.
And the commandment holy.
Holy.
And just.
Come on.
And good.
And good. So when the Lord says trust in him and do good, he says keep the law. Trust in the Lord, keep the law, you shall dwell in safety. It's that simple. The formula is that simple.
And if you decide to go outside of that, you won't do your own thing, you will continue in the cycle of oppression. Give me that in Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7. And if you brothers see this happening to our sisters, and you care about your people, you care about the young boys that are getting kidnapped also, this is what God says. Read that.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 7.
Bring it out.
Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
It makes a wise man mad. And what does a wise man do? He gathers with other wise men to formulate a plan to stop this. And the greatest plan that we could ever formulate as wise men is to push the word of God
Bring it
to
out.
the four corners of the earth.
That's right.
Because this is the healing that those sisters need. This is the healing that our men need out there so they can think different when they see their sisters. Because for you to see another one, see your people and be like, oh, I can make money off her,
Right.
that lets you know that you ain't got no love for your people.
Right.
Zero.
You hate your people. And for you to be a sister and pimp out another young sister means you hate yourself.
Exactly.
So if you wise, you're going to get with other wise men and women in order to put this thing to the end. And the wisest thing we can do is push the word of God throughout the face of the earth.
And what we push, we ain't trying to say that, we want to be the only one doing this. We promote all of you so-called Israelite camps out there, follow suit. Right. Your people need you.
And just imagine if all of us camps got behind pushing the missing persons of our people. Right. You'll see some change in it.
Yeah. Remember, the Most High said we are the sand of the sea. Mm-hmm. If all of us push this thing, the mission will be accomplished.
Yep. Jump over to Ecclesiastes 5 and 8. This is what a wise man does when he sees oppression. Jump over to that.
Ecclesiastes chapter 5 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
If thou seest the oppression of the poor.
We see that. We ain't turning a blind eye to it. We see the oppression of the poor. And that poor is who? It's us. It's the blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians on the earth that God calls the Israelites. It's us. Read on.
And violent perverting of judgment.
The violent perverting of judgment is what? Nobody is speaking about these missing women. Right. Nobody's speaking about these kidnapped women. Nobody is speaking about the sex trafficking going on. Go ahead.
And justice and a province. Marvel not at the matter.
Marvel not. Go ahead.
For he that is higher than the highest regarded.
That means God sees it.
He sees it.
God sees it. And what God does when he sees a problem, what does he do? He puts it on the spirit of the prophets. I want you all to talk about this because I see it and I want my people to see it too. Right. I see it. And here is the healing. Here is the solution to it. All you got to do is hearken. All you got to do is open up your spiritual ears and listen and then humble down and do that which is good.
Hey, you want to learn how to combat human trafficking? Click on FCN. You'll find out.
That's right.
Go look at an Israel United in Christ video. You'll learn how to combat human sex trafficking.
Yep.
Keep the commandments and live.
That's right.
Like the scriptures say.
Right.
We got boots on the ground 24/7 out there, posting up the flyers and just seeing the little interviews that we sent the men out.
We're going to play one.
Just to see the reaction of the people, the response. Some of them don't even know this is still going on.
Right.
They blind to it, man. And that's the number one weapon, bringing awareness so that we warn the people and they could be on the lookout watching over their daughters.
Yeah, yeah.
Man.
That's right. All praises. Go ahead.
This is an indictment on our men and our women too, but mostly the men. If you are watching this show and you are coming to an IUIC school, you're learning this Bible, you're learning the truth of God on how to be a man, and you leaving your daughters at home, and for years and years you've been learning from the prophets, and you leave your daughter at home because you don't want to offend her, shame on you. Yeah. Because you are contributing to the whoredom of our sisters. Because when you are here keeping the Sabbath day, she's at home with a potential snatcher.
Yeah.
She's letting Jody in your house because you don't want to offend her. Shame on you.
Shame on you, man.
If that's you, repent. That daughter should be with either you or your wife everywhere you go. Ain't no staying home by yourself.
Nah, none of that stuff no more, man.
Right, and to add to that too with the social media, because back then growing up, your parents would warn you and say, don't speak to strangers. Whereas now you have the parents don't even check their kids. They're young, give them a cell phone, and they're on all sorts of social media talking to whosoever.
Hey, officer, every day I come home from work, it's the same two little girls outside running around every single day.
Damn.
And literally there's nobody outside. Today I came home, I looked, I'm like, man, you know how easy it would be?
Right.
You know how easy it would be for somebody to snatch these two little girls and just keep it moving.
Right.
Nobody will ever see it because nobody's out there watching those two little girls. It'll be so easy. $100,000 gone just like that. Snatched.
Go. We're gonna end it. Go to Hebrews chapter 2. We're gonna end it on this. Sisters, I pray you learned something again. We had a lot more articles and videos to go over, but the Spirit of the Lord moves the prophets. He speaks through all of us. It's Him. And He's got a message for you, sisters. He wants you to wake up, stop being at ease. Put on sackcloth and ashes. Repent. Come into the body. And if you're already in the body, examine yourself.
The only protection you got is waking up to who you are. That's the only protection. And in these last days, the Lord, He's revealing that to our people.
Yeah.
The only protection that you could ever have is by following His commandments and realizing who you are according to God. That's it. Not the Christian church, not the political system, not the education system, not the government jobs. Nothing will protect you. The only thing that's going to protect you is keeping God's laws. That's it.
Man, go to Hosea 13:9. See, golly. We're going to end it on this one. Hosea 13:19. 13:9.
Hosea chapter 13 and verse 9.
9-10.
O Israel.
Oh, Israel. You blacks, you Hispanic and Native American sisters. You are Israel. Go ahead.
Thou hast destroyed thyself.
Through whoredom, through following the ways of America, through the promiscuity, through the carelessness, being at ease, through dressing sexually, right? You have destroyed yourself. Go ahead.
But in me is thy help.
God says, I'll help you. He said, I'll help you. And guess where the help is coming from? Right here on Four Corners News. This is the help that God is trying to extend to you.
Think about it, Cap. We got classes every day of the week. 4 times or 3 times a day every week.
7 days a week.
7 days a week. Around the clock. The knowledge is out there to be drunken of. The knowledge is out there. There's no excuse.
Thousands of videos.
Yeah, thousands of videos. He said, God says, I'll help you. That's the help. Through all these videos he's pushing through the internet, through social media, instead of searching all the wickedness on social media, you could be searching the righteousness of God. Get you some help. Bring it out. Verse 10.
Verse 10. I will be thy king.
God is your king, not Trump, not no president that will ever get elected. Not no governor, not no mayor. God and Christ is your king. Go ahead.
That's right. Where is any other?
Where is any other? Look, he questions you. What? If you don't want me to be your king, where else is any other? Read on.
Where is any other that may save thee?
That what?
That may save thee in all thy cities.
Who else is going to save you from getting snatched in the city? Who else is going to do that other than God? Other than Jesus the Christ. And the only way that He will save you is if you repent and keep the commandments.
Right. It's a spiritual thing, y'all.
Right.
We looking at it chrono-wise, like, oh, I can protect myself from being snatched. I can go buy a taser. I can go get a gun. It's a spiritual thing, man. Yeah. Regardless on how much protection you think you got, can't nothing save you from what the Lord's got coming for you. Yep. Can't nothing. Like I said, who shall save you out of my hand? Can't nobody do it, not even yourself. Right. Not no weapon, nothing.
And even if you're thinking, the white man's going to save me, maybe we need to gather and get some petitions going and some laws changed. Mm-hmm. Well, listen, the white man, he's the same one with enough money that's snatching you up. He's causing the list. He's sending out the list. He's paying. We just saw a video where the brothers was comfortable enough to conversate and make a deal to whore out our sisters.
Yep.
You see that? So if you think, if you have that thought that the so-called white man is going to help you, you got something else coming.
And you know what else I want to say? Because, Cap, you said something earlier. A lot of people are talking about this, but nobody's doing nothing.
No.
That's how you tell the real from the fake.
Right.
Who's doing something about it? Who's actually out there spending their time, giving up sleep, spending money on making sure that our sisters and brothers are being remembered so that we can prevent it from happening to somebody else. Who's doing it? Because a lot of people talking. Yeah, they know the stats. They know it all. But what are you doing for your people? What are you doing?
That's heavy.
We doing it.
That's right. So we're going to end it right there here on Four Corners News, where the truth speaks. I pray you learned something tonight, that the only help you got, sisters, is God himself.
That's right.
And he's going to be your king, and he's going to bring you up under the bond of the covenant. Or you're going to keep going through the judgments, the horror. I want you to remember that video we played of that screams of that sister, man. Go back and play it again.
And you know,
I want to leave these sisters with that.
We never think it
These
can happen
brothers
to
with
us
that.
until it happens, and it's too late.
It's too late.
We never think it happens until we're crying out for the Lord, and the Lord said, I shall laugh at your calamity.
Yep.
I warned you. I warned you.
I warned you.
And this is the
You didn't
warning.
take heed.
Play that video for them. I want to leave them with this, just to let them know it's real out here.
We're just trying to make awareness of a lot of women being missing these days, you know.
I understand.
I know you've been seeing it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
If you got a wife, you got kids, and you got people out here just snatching them up.
Well, you guys are doing a wonderful job, man. I appreciate all y'all's help.
Shalom Israel, Most High in Christ, bless Captain Palu with Israel United in Christ. What we out here doing today, we out here in the neighborhoods trying to find our people, all right? What you see above us is the missing people flyer. In our neighborhoods, in Oklahoma by itself, is 121 reported cases of people that's being taken for sex trafficking. So there's no news about it on the internet. There's no way to find out. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take matters in our own hands to make sure that we're going into the neighborhoods and searching for our people, all right? So that's what we're doing. We out here campaigning for the missing people campaign to make sure that we put in our brick in our community so we can bring our people home, all right? Most of the people that's being taken is blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans in our community. So we must do something about it. And I challenge you to do something about it as well, all right? Shalom, Most High in Christ bless.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.